Well, hello there. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude Adjustment, and I teach fun art, not fine art. So if you're coming on today, I hope you will say hello, where you're from, and I'll just be glad to see you. This is day 4. If you're following this week's project, this is day 4, and in just a minute I'm going to receive some kind of notification that I'm live, so I can do something about the notifications I get when you make comments. So anyway, this is day 4. This is usually the day that we start wrapping up our project for the week, which we're going to do, and we will go on, and I'll show you what the project is going to be for next week, because I'm excited. I'm always excited when we have a new project. It's also something else I get to paint, and I enjoy that very much. Let me see if I can get my comments. I did notice today that start wrapping up our project for the week. That's what's happening. I was afraid that the video was going to start being slow, but hey, Lekka, I'm so glad you're here. You've been with me before, and I'm so glad. Lekka from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm in Red Bay, Alabama today, and this will be the last day that we will be broadcasting live from Red Bay. We've had all of our service work completed. Yay! And we're ready to go and have some fun now. We've had fun here, but we're going to look forward to going on south to Meridian, Mississippi for a couple of days, which is about 200 miles south of here. That's a big day for an RVer, 200 miles. I'd say 150, 200 miles. And then they just get kind of pooped and they want to stop and rest for the night. So that's okay with me. I'm very easy to get along with there. But I also wanted to say that we may not have, hot. I tell you, if we don't all get a break, I don't know what we're going to do. We need rain. The owner of the area where we're staying has beautiful rose bushes, and we help her water them in the afternoon if we can. She acts like she doesn't need any help, but she does, and we love to do it. So big shout out to Linda Neighbors. So and we're going to miss them. Anyway, we'll be moving to Meridian, and there's going to be other goodies in store, so don't forget to come back. Also, what I wanted to say too was if at any time you've seen any of the projects that you need a template on, please let me know so you can work on the project at your speed. This is a free page. I don't charge for anything, but you can DM me, that's direct message, and let me know if you need something. I'll be happy to fix you up and send it to you. I have all of these already recorded, and I'll let you, or if you think you can do them on your own, that's fine too. I had just got back from lunch, and I tell you, lunch on Thursday around here is catfish. Yeah, catfish. So we all go to Swamp John's for catfish. Now, it's a nice place. I mean, it's okay, but you get really fresh Mississippi farm-raised catfish, hush puppies, baked potato, slaw, homemade slaw. And I don't know where this comes from, but some of y'all might if you're from Alabama. They always say, would you like an onion? Would you like a slice of onion? And you get this great big slice of onion that is pretty good. But I don't usually eat them like that. So anyway, Swamp John's was the ticket today. Also, I hope you'll come back next week, because when we get to Louisiana, where we'll be in the heart of We're going to be going to a little town called Bro Bridge off of I-10, and we'll be staying at a place called Cajun Palms, and we're going to an international food festival. But I still will be doing our lives, and also we may have an RV open house, so you can see my studio where all this comes from. So don't forget to come back next week. Next week is going to be a fun project. Oh, first of all, let me show you this week's project. You haven't seen the finished product, and I'm going to switch this to my other camera so you can see how it's turned out. Now, I'm real happy with the project. It's going to be a floor cloth. It is a floor cloth. My friend says, well, I wouldn't let anybody walk on that. Well, I probably won't put it where they can walk on it, but it is a rug. It is a rug, and the only thing left for me to do is to put some kind of backing on it. So I'm looking for that right now. So, and that would give it a little more, would be steadier, it wouldn't slip around. And it could be a decor, like a farmhouse decor piece. That's where you could use it if you're going to if you're going to paint this design. I don't charge for the designs. These two little bitties are kind of like looking up at their mama, and they're saying, would you hurry up? And she's saying, can I ever get anything done without y'all following me around? So I think that's real cute. One thing I forgot to say though is this: welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here too. And if you're just coming on, I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude Adjustment. So anyway, this was a fun piece to produce. It had been a banner. It's about 15 by 22, and I decided that because of the edges being hemmed and everything, it was going to be perfect for me for a floor cloth. You know what I've decided about this piece is that it really is a pretty thing to paint, and it's stiff enough it could be a rug or a piece that was hung on the wall. It's pretty enough for that. But let me let you see some of the detail. There. I'll move this over a little bit. It's pretty enough, but I would go with a larger piece of canvas next time. So what I did was I started out with this piece of duck cloth, and then thank you very much, Leica. And also I'm seeing that the video is being interrupted. If it is, you can listen to the full recording back. I will upload it to YouTube, and you will be able to see it in its entirety without being interrupted. Somehow that happens. I don't know. I'm showing interruption, but it won't interrupt on the playback. So we'll just hope for the best. It's been kind of a challenge here where we're staying, because I had to change my time from 3 o'clock to 2:15. I felt like my, do you call it broadband, was being a little interrupted by the number of people who were trying to get on their phones after they got off work at the factory. So anyway, we just worked around it, and it seemed to work out fine most of the time. So anyway, but what I was going to say is, if you want any of the templates, like for the fence, for the chicken wire or anything, just let me know. It's not a problem. So let me see. Moving on to the next thing. Like I said, next week we're going to try to have an RV open house, so you can see where my studio is, where I paint. I'm not going to tell you what day it is. You'll just have to be surprised. But it'll be whenever we're still working. We're still working on the project. So like I said, I'm carrying around a zillion projects with me, and so it was just today wondering what we could do next week, since I'm probably not going to be able to. I'm not going to say that because I may be on here tomorrow, but I'm thinking about a shopping bag. Now, this isn't just a shopping bag. I have lots of different ones. I'm going to show you what I mean. This shopping bag, maybe it would be easier. Yeah. This is just, I don't have the measurements of this, but it's about an 18 by 18 shopping bag, and I'm going to hold it up. This will be easier for you to see. And what I like about this is this one. This is just a simple one. I have some with a lot of plackets at the bottom. I think it's called plackets, and they open out wider, but I'm telling you, these are so handy, and I know you can go buy them somewhere already completed, painted and everything, but it's so much fun and such gratification if you are able to paint your own bag. I have people offering to buy my bags all the time because they see that it's a hand-painted object and it's attractive. So anyway, I have a black one, or now the black one is just a plain black bag. Some of mine have plackets in them, some of them don't. This doesn't. It's just a plain black bag. I would say it's 18 by 18. Now this is one that I have done in several classes, and I'm talking about plackets. See, let me see if I can show you that. This is a placket, and it opens up. Let's see if I can get you to see it. See it open. Oh, you can't see that. It opens up, so it gives you almost a flat base whenever you set it down. And then over on the side, it's got pleat. It's pleated also. So I bought these from a company, and I've done several classes with these. I don't think I told you, I teach art at RV rallies all over the United States. And I've been doing that for 9 years now. I teach at RV rallies. I teach at manufacturer rallies. I teach at private resorts to private individuals. And where we stay in the winter is at Florida Grand Motor Coach Resort, which is a Class A only resort in Webster, Florida. In case you didn't know it, well, let me just enlighten you. Webster is a very small town in, what's the name of the county? I don't know why I can't think of the name of the town. I mean the county. Anyway, Bushnell is the county seat of Sumter County. That's it. It's Sumter County. Very small county in Florida. But Webster, since 1937, has had the longest running flea market in the state. So there, and if you're ever in Webster, you will be amazed at all the things that you can sell at a flea market. And I'm not kidding when I tell you there was a man there selling a casket one day. I have a picture of it because I knew you wouldn't believe me, but I don't have it ready to show on here. All kinds of, you can buy a truckload of carrots, a truckload of sweet potatoes, but I don't get any ideas there, I promise you. But I do meet a lot of really nice people. The produce is bar none the best in Florida. It's a very agricultural business, very agricultural county, and so they have a full pavilion of only local farmers. So you ought to try, come over there. Now, so do you have any questions? Or do you have any preference in the color bag that we start on? If not, I get the choice. So if I'm working on a black bag, just to show you what we're going to do here, I'll show you this. This is fun anyway. Fun stuff. Let me get this one out of here, and I'm going to put you where you can see what I'm doing. Also, this is my favorite little palette, my little palette plate. It's a little rectangular styrofoam plate that I get from Family Dollar or whatever. I use these in my classes because you can use it a lot. I mean, you can really put a lot of different paints in there. Now, if I were going to be marking this up, which I am, I'm not filling the whole space of the bag. And I do really exact measurements. See, I use my little plastic folder to measure this. And because I can wash out the charcoal, I use a white charcoal pencil to make my marks on. So that's what we'll do just to get things started today. And I'm going to visually mark this so that I know I'm going to be painting in these lines. I'm good at line painting. Let me push this up a little bit. And let me put this so you can see it. You can't. There. The charcoal is the best way to go because now, after I paint it, I can just wash it out with water. So this is what it looks like. Or if I make a mistake, where's that little line? If I make a mistake, I can just wash it with some water. So, I have plenty of charcoal pencils because guess what? I make mistakes. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. And as now, I won't be here tomorrow. Most likely, if I am, I'll publish it on Facebook, and I'll come on my business page and announce that we are at our destination, and I can do some painting. I hope you'll paint with me. All you need to do is to get a black bag and get out your paints, what other colors you want. And unless I hear otherwise, I'm probably going to be doing a barn scene. This is one I've done before, but it's beautiful and I think you like it. And then what I do while I'm painting is I get one of those little knife sheets from those one of those little hot, well, these are, yeah, they're so you don't cut cutting board. These are the little flexible plastic ones, and I will put it inside the bag so that if there is any paint that seeps through, it isn't going to go through to the other side. So that'll really give us all the protection we need. Let me see. I did thank you for being here today, and let me see. And like I said, if you need any information or questions answered about next week's project, be sure to let me know by just DMing me. I can't think of anything else. This is, that's what I just said. But if not, I'll see you on Monday. So it's a great day to have a great day. Bye-bye.